www.aquaessentials.co.uk. We have some great news regarding Aqua Essentials. It's actually not up and running yet. I did try it this morning, but over the next few days we are going to be getting 10% discount on all the plants available on Aqua Essentials too, on the same code BGN10AE, which is the code you can use right now to get 10% discount on the Neutro range, which is the Pure, the CO2, the Neutro Plus. So if you are thinking about getting plants, just hold out. Like I say, it's going to come to the plants. I looked today, I was going to get some Pinnater feeder to put into the waterfall. But yeah, it's not up and running yet, so I will just drop them an email and ask when it's going to go on. I take it they'll probably put it on Monday. So just be aware that I will keep mentioning it throughout, because we need to try and, if we can get people to buy plants in the UK from Aqua Essentials, it's on a 30-day trial. If we get enough sales coming through, then we can continue with the code and make getting plants cheaper for you guys. I make no money on the plants. I make no money on the plants whatsoever. The code is about getting discount for you guys. So if you are thinking about buying plants, kind of work with me, and hopefully we can keep it running longer than the 30 days. I will mention it throughout the stream, because obviously we need to try and push it as much as possible. 10% off plants is absolutely amazing. You know, your average plant is now £7. It brings it down to just over £6 per, you know, so you're gonna be just under £1 a plant off, 70p a plant off. Hey, you know what I mean? It's a good saving if you're thinking about doing a new tank, if you just want to spruce the old tanks up with new plants, you know. So if you can work with us, take a look, and well, that's all we can do, is hope that we get enough people in buying plants to then prolong it. They are sponsoring the channel now on the Neutro range up to the end of the year. So I did contact him. He said he'd do it to the end of the year. Then I asked him about plants, if we could bring that on. Hopefully it'll bring through more traffic through his business. And he has given us the 30-day trial. Like I say, it's not up and running yet. I take it it'll probably kick in Monday. So bear with us. I will do a video on it tomorrow as well regarding plants, etc. So just hang on in there, because it is coming. So let's just rewind a little bit. Molly, thank you so much for joining us. Mum, thank you for joining us too. Ben, good afternoon, mate. Thanks for joining us, which means June might just be in there as well. Good afternoon, June. How are you doing? Aquarium, good afternoon, mate. Happy Saturday, everybody. Big Ken, how we doing, my man? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. How was you and the family? Yes, that's the one. BGN10AE, guys. The fertilizer is what I use. I use it on all my tanks. My plants are super healthy. As you know, the plants are awesome in my tanks. So yes, I use the Neutro Pure, which is the dechlorinator when I do water changes, which we will be doing today. We're also going to be, the plan was to do a parasite treatment on all the tanks today. That's the plan. I do have 2 bottles of Escher NDX. It may not be enough. I will get some more ordered, and I'm going to start doing a monthly anti-parasite treatment on all the tanks. I think it's the better way forward. I've got I've got one of the lake poverties in here that's looking a little bit thin, so I'm going to start doing anti-parasite treatment every month. So like the first weekend of the month, we'll start doing the anti-parasites. I use Escher NDX because it is really good. Like I say, I've got 2 bottles, but I think one's only half full, and it's 1 drop per litre. So this is a 240 litre tank. We'll probably put 200 drops in there. The 300 tanks will be like 250 drops. We might be cutting it fine whether we can do a parasite on all 3 of the big tanks. The small tanks, probably not. I have searched high and low. I thought I had more, but actually I've got what I thought I had was NDX. It was actually the Exit, which is the white spot treatment. So, but I'll get some more ordered from Amazon this weekend, and I'll treat that. Probably come, if I order it tonight, probably come tomorrow anyway. So I will treat them, the rest of them, tomorrow. I think it's going to be part of my regime is to do a parasite treatment once a month. Why not? I would buy if I could. I know, Molly, unfortunately they do only ship to the UK, but you know, plants wouldn't last the journey, and the fertilizer products are like really heavy with them being liquid. So look at Ken there. Ken's been supporting the channel now for 19 months, guys, so please do show Ken loads of love, and everybody else that supports the channel as well. Molly's not too far behind, Steve's up there. Yeah, it's absolutely, Ken is my longest reigning supporter, so thank you so much, Ken. Really do appreciate it. She says send everyone her love. June, thank you so much, darling. Sorry, I restart. I make restart of my 450 litre. Oh, new rescape, mate. No reason to be sorry, aquarium. It happens. It does sometimes, mate. Sometimes you need to do it. I'm probably going to end up having to do the cardinal tank again. But we'll see. We are treating it at the moment for a massive hair algae outbreak. And then I'm going to tone down the lights as well, because I think that's probably the main problem. And if only light sorted all hair out, eh? Not that I'm bothered. Not that I'm bothered. Been losing my hair since I was 18, so who gives a damn? You all get deliveries on Sunday? It's unheard of. Do you not get Amazon deliveries on a Sunday, Mol? Oh, they work us like a dog in the UK. No way, do you not get Amazon deliveries on a Sunday? That's crazy. So we'll start by extracting some water out of this baby. I am nicely set up today. We got really ahead on shopping today. It was really good. So I've had time to chill and get well and truly ahead. Today we are going to take out, we've got a little Java fern plant, nice little Java fern plant growing down the right hand side of the Oasis tank, which I know seems to you it's the left hand side, but it's actually not, it's the right hand side. So just down here we've got a nice little Java fern plant growing, so we're going to take that out today and place it into the waterfall on Bonsai Falls and see how it goes. If it takes and it starts growing, then we'll get more Java fern in there. I was ordering the Pinatafina for the same reason. I'm going to try and grow it in the waterfall and hope that it takes. Be nice to have a few plants as well as the moss growing in the waterfall, but I just need to watch that the plant's growing. Don't redirect the water out of the waterfall. So we're getting there. We're getting there though. Amazon is every day. Yeah, they are over here, mate. Post doesn't run on Sundays. No, our postmen don't work on Sundays, to be honest. We do let them have a day off. The towel is the wrong colour. Just nitpicking. The towel's the wrong colour. What towel? What towel? You gaming today, Mole? Mr. Games. Amazon don't deliver here on Sundays unless you pay through the nose. No way. Thanks, Brent. I was thinking of doing games next Saturday. Amazon opened up drone deliveries to my area. Oh my God, how's that going, Ken? Have you had one yet? Have you had one? I think they're trialing it over here as well, but I honestly can see them being brought down with catapults. I'm not even joking. I can see someone with a catapult bringing down Amazon drones. I really can. Right, where's my bloody towel gone? Where's my towel gone? So we're going to do a water change on obviously the 3 big tanks. We'll do a water change on BJ's as well. While the big tank's doing, I'm going to do a little bit of a water change on the cardinal tank because I can't do it using this. So I'll just do it with jugs of water. And we're also going to do a good large water change on the Iwagumi as well, because it'll be its first water change. There's nothing in there at the moment. It's just letting them plants grow in. Haven't seeded the filter media yet, but there doesn't really seem much point in seeding the filter media as yet because there's nothing in there. So if you haven't watched the video yet, please do check it out. It's quite a nice little build using the Superfish Scaper 70. What a tank! What a tank! What an aquarium setup they are! They are absolutely awesome. Really do like them. Just do the glass. Move that out of the way. So last night we had a prize draw, which Molly won. So congratulations, Molly. We are on a new pot now. No names in there. If you're a regular to the channel, you'll know what that's all about. If you're not, when people do super chat donations, you can either have your own name put in the pot, or you can choose someone else's name to go in the pot. If we get 20 super chat donations in a stream, we draw the pot. If we don't get the 20, then the pot rolls over. The count resets to 20, but the pot rolls over, and no matter what, when we hit 50 names in the pot, then we draw. Prizes include t-shirts, large mugs, there's a great new range of t-shirts and mugs, including the t-shirt that I've got on now, glasses, water bottles, tumblers, there's all kinds, beanies on there. The only thing actually on the shop that isn't available in the prize draw is the hoodies, unfortunately. So hoodies are so expensive. But that's not me making money on the hoodies either, guys. It's unfortunately the hoodies are just an expensive start-off price. Again, the prices on all the merchandise are set as low as I possibly can. It's not about making money on the merchandise, guys. It's more about getting the channel name out there, because we're here to help people out in the hobby. That's all it's about. So please do check out the merch. Get t-shirts like this. This is the new range of Bozeman t-shirt, the Bozeman t-shirts. 4 different designs. There's some better t-shirts, there's Angels t-shirts, there's Cardinals t-shirts, all available. Please do check them out for sure. Let's see what's going on with this Java fern. Oh, it's a bloody hell, it's a belter as well. In fact, what's going on there? Whoa, that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It can't be what I'm looking at. It can't be what I'm looking at. Can't be. Let me just explain what I think I'm seeing, but I'm not. I've actually just seen what's going on here. Let me just before I show you, let me just make up the buffer. So that can all be dissolving. This really did like do my brain in a little bit then, but it's not as it seems. So I'll just dry it off a little bit so we're not dripping water all over the floor. So we've got the Java fern plant. Looks like one plant, doesn't it? But we've got Anubias growing in there and Anubias growing there. So what's actually happened is the Java fern has there is 2 rhizomes there. There is 2 rhizomes there. Yeah, that's proper crazy. They really have like welded together, if you can see. They've really like welded together. That Anubias is looking a bit tatty, to be perfectly honest. We're gonna break that down. We'll get yeah, we'll dispose of that one. So that's not that great. We'll tuck that one underneath, because they're all glued in now, those Anubias. Hence why we're not getting the height on the Anubias anymore. If you remember the live stream we did last year where we did it. So now we have a nice clump of Java fern, which we will grow in the waterfall. So what I'll do, I'm just going to we'll float it in Bonsai Falls for a second until we're ready to use it. And all is good. Let me just I've got a little box of a little collection of wood that I like to see what we've got. Oh, there's a nice little piece. If that, will that fit in the waterfall? will. I've got a lovely bit of wood. Wow, and it fits perfectly as well. So when I built the rainbow forest tank, well, I actually bought a load of bags of spider root, and this piece fits perfectly. Where I'm a little bit worried about the water coming over the fall, this fits perfectly into that little crevice. So what I think we'll do is glue the rhizome of the Java fern to that, and then let the roots sit in the water, and hopefully that and the rhizome will kind of deflect the water away from that edge a little bit. I do have some glue, BGN acrylic glue, so got quite a lot to do today. Don't know how long I'll be sat down in front of the camera today, if any point we'll be sat in front of the camera today. But we've also got, if it works, we've got another quite large Java fern piece growing there as well, so we'll be able to grab that out as well. Let me just, not sure if we've stopped extracting. No, managed to save it, excellent. So we are still extracting water, so let's catch up on the chat. Hey Dre, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining us, mate. The towel on the floor. Oh right, can you see that? Yeah, that's, you know what? That is solely there, so when I do bring the chair in later on, I don't ram the back of the chair into the tank. I've took a few video. Oh shit! So you know me, of course. If I can get it drone delivered, it's coming that way. Yes, mate. I took a few videos. I'll post them. Yeah, mate. That'd be nice to see. That'd be nice to see. Imagine that job. Work from home, flying drones across all the states. That'd be a cool little job. But would you wind people up? Of course you would. If you like near misses. Oh yeah, you'd terrorise people, wouldn't you? When people are doing your head in. But yeah, I can imagine that'd be quite good. Don't forget to switch to live chat. I will do that when I've caught up on chat. How come your plecos don't eat your Java fern? What's your secret? I think they do have a bit of a munch on it, Molly, but I do feed cucumber in there quite a lot. We've got spinach today as well to go in there. We'll try the spinach in Bonsai Falls today, which will be the first time they've had spinach, will it? Maybe not. But the first time the Blue Phantoms have had spinach in there today anyway. I've got a lovely bit of wood. He says off camera. Yes. Oh yes. I've got a bag with I've just got a little box with a few bits of wood in my bedroom, under the bed, you know, like a lot of you ladies have. Little box under the bed with wood in. I'm good, Ross. Top of the morning to you. Some more of my plants came in yesterday. I have to do some rearranging, but it's starting to look great. Nice, Dre. Nice. Pablo Navarez, thank you for joining us. Welcome to Fishkeeper Club, mate. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. It's package limited, £5 max, shoebox size. Also 8-mile radius from the warehouse. The drone is fully AI. People do not fly them at all. No way. All people do is load them and swap the batteries. No way. No way. That's crazy, isn't it? Wow. Oh man, I thought that was the ideal job. I shouldn't be happy about it really. It'll end up putting me out of work. Not that I deliver for Amazon, but I'm saying that if the £5, I don't think, I can count on one hand how many times I get a £5 or less weight package on my van every week, honestly. Very rarely I get one of them. I ain't that lucky. So water's going in. We will dechlorinate with the Neutral Pure from Aqua Essentials. Give that a good squirt. I've got a right thing going on. You know what? I'm going to take that out. That's coming out as well. We'll have a look at that later on. See if we can salvage any of that. Probably the reason they don't attack my Java fern as much, Molly, is the fact that they attack my Anubias more. My Anubias does get savaged by the plecos. Then we're on Neutral Plus plant fertilizer. And then I use the Neutral CO2, which I just use once a week. You can use it daily. I just use it once a week and control the light. Give that a good old squirt. And as you know, I do add buffers to the water because I literally have zero nutrients in my waters, 0 KH, 0 GH. So I do like to add some buffer in there, just add some minerals to the water. So as I said I was going to do, depends how many we get out of this. Bear with me, I will be quiet while I'm doing this. Yeah, we're not going to have enough to do all the tanks, I don't think. No, so there's 170 in that left. I think that's only half full as well. So knowing that, oh, that's actually more than half full. So That's the 200 in there. What's going on down there? Just a leaf. So there's 200 in that tank. It should be round about right with the gravel, with the wood, the rocks that are in there. Should be good for 200. Should just have enough to do the forest tank. So yeah, we are parasite treating the tanks today. So Escher NDX is like really good, like really good. How do you prep the spinach? If you want to make sure it's organic, right? I don't really think it matters, mate, to be honest. I don't use organic. Mate. So I get a good handful. I chop it up into squares, small squares, like probably around about 8mm squares. Into a cup, fill it with boiling water, into the microwave for 1 minute. I let it stand for 1 minute to 2 minutes. Pour it through a sieve, let it cool off a little bit, and then feed the tanks. And I put quite a bit in, and you think, oh God, it's not going to get eaten, but it does. It does get eaten. No, I don't use organic, mate. I've never had a problem. I just pick up a pack of spinach. I've never had a problem with it. Give it a wash before I do it. That's probably around about it, mate, really. I do a video on it actually, mate, I think. I do, yeah, there is a video about the spinach, mate, because I find feeding spinach stops the rainbows, stops the rainbow fish nibbling at my plants. Last night, or for the past few nights, the bozemarnie have been nibbling away at the crypt. So that says to me, get some spinach in there and it'll just hold them out. He made a video on feeding spinach. You should check it out. Yes. Cheers, Mol. Gotta step away for a minute. Need to wake all the sleepyheads in my house. No problem, mate. No problem. Well, do you have plenty of tanks? Use code BGN10AE off the 10% off the neutral ferts, and plants will be added soon. Yes. Cheers, Molly. Plants will be added soon. The deal is done, so we're just waiting for Aqua Essentials to add those plants. But code BGN10AE will give you 10% discount on all the products that I've just used, and soon all the plants that you can buy on there as well. Occasionally, G, I have a very hungry pleco. Yeah, Molly's plecos do like to munch on those plants. I do. I use the API leaf zone. Gotcha. Okay. Do you happen to know what this that Russ is adding to his tank right now? Very curious. Was it the buffers, mate, that I was adding? So I'll go through what I add, buddy. I'll go through what I add. So I obviously, first of all, I dechlorinate with the Neutral Pure. I also add Neutral CO2, which is an algaecide, so it prevents algae growing and using the CO2 that forms naturally in the water, leaving more CO2 for your plants. And then I also use Neutral Plus, which is a plant fertilizer. Actually, they do a Neutral and a Neutral Plus range. Neutral Plus is for tanks that run CO2. I use it in this tank even though I'm not running CO2, because it's so heavily planted, and it seems to work. So that's what I do. And then I add a GH and a KH buffer, which a lot of people won't have to add, but that is because my tap water ranges from 0 to 1 KH and the same on GH. So there isn't enough minerals in the water for the plants and the fish. So I add a buffer, only a little bit, just to add more minerals in there, which benefits the fish health and plant health, mate. Hopefully that covers everything. I add the fertilizers because it's not just the roots that absorb nutrients, it's the leaves as well. And every 3 months I tend to root tab the tanks as well. I use Sea Chem Flourish root tabs. I really do like them. That's around about every 3 months or so, which just gives everything a real good boost. And that should hopefully explain everything. And then I did add, just in case, I have been adding NDX Escher NDX, which is a parasite treatment. There's a couple of fish in here that are looking a little bit thin, so I'm going to treat them with parasite treatment. But I'm going to start to treat my tanks once a month with an anti-parasite treatment. It won't do any harm, only to the pocket. But NDX isn't exactly expensive anyway. And let's face it, if you get hit with a parasite, then it's going to be a lot more expensive than just dropping a little bit of treatment in there once a month. There we go, we are up to level on this tank. Water off. Light has come on Bonsai Falls, which is cool. Oh, I thought the Java fern had gone for a thing. It has actually sunk, so that's all good. So tank 1 is complete. Right, where's my towel? I'll turn you around here, because I never really show you what I do here. But I do have a little bit of a thing that I have to do. So Rainbow Forest tank with the glass lid that I had, well, I kind of had cut and then made myself. But when I open the lid to do the water changes and any maintenance, I always just roll up a towel, put it behind the hinges, and then open the lid and just rest it on the towel. It takes any strain off the hinges. And then I can work in there. I will be no, I won't. I will be having another lid made for when I do the paludarium. But I was going to say I'm going to have one made for Bonsai Falls. But I actually don't think I'll be able to. I think it'll just cause me more problems. Maybe in time. Maybe in time. Who knows? Oh, man. Just, oh no, I think the snail made it. Just about to say, I think I've just put a snail to its death, but I haven't. The rainbows did spit it out. So water's now coming out of here. I don't think I will need to do the glass because I never really do have to do the glass in here. The Pandagara and the hill streams tend to take care of any algae growth problems in there. Sorry guys, just pouring myself a drink of water. This tank looks after itself, basically. I'm not going to trim the Sessiliflora today, even though some of it probably does look like it needs a bit of a trim, but it grows so fast. But let's have a bit of a bush of it at the back for a week. Hey Tracy, how you doing, kiddo? How you feeling now? I know you can't get Escher in the States yet. It's Escher.com, which is a little bit weird. Escher's really good, Dre. It's like really good. I'm surprised you can't get it on Amazon though. Looking forward to a gaming afternoon, yes. Reggie's happy as Larry. Is Larry happy though? He's excavating a huge hole under the plant pot. Okay. Welcome back, Kent. But that's fun to watch. I bet it is actually, yeah. Thanks for doing that. That's much appreciated. No problem, Dre, mate. No problem. Any questions while I'm doing the process, I will talk in depth, or as in depth as I possibly can about it anyway. Holy smokes, we have another red star. Welcome to the club, Ben. Yes, look at Ben dropping in with a red star now. Welcome to the red star crew, Ben. Thank you very much. 13 odd months now. Yes, mate. That's what we like to see. I've just got a baby blood parrot. I've named Jaffa. Rue's gone and joined Bowie. Oh no, has Rue died? Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Trace. I was gutted, but it's okay. I don't have luck with bettas, mate. I don't. Can't wait to see Jaffa though. It's after the shrimp, but not quick enough. Careful, those snails are vicious. Those snails are vicious, as I well know. I have been savaged by snails before. Killer snails. No stress with it. No black mark. and swimming around as though he's been there ages. That's good. That's good. I thought you liked a trimmed bush, Ross. Yeah, I do. But I think we'll go for the au naturel look this weekend, I think. I'm constantly fighting fin rot in my crown tails. 10 out of 10. Do not recommend them. Yeah, it's a nightmare, isn't it? In fact, you know what we'll do while that's emptying out? Let's come into my box of tricks. I have a box of... I have quite a large box of botanicals in here. So let's have a look what we've got botanical wise, because I'm pretty sure before I go getting some leaves pods. Well, what pod have we got there? Alright, we'll throw some of them in. I'm pretty sure though I do have some different type of pods. Banana leaves. What? Forgot I had them. There's a banana leaf. Oh, here's some pods. Black curls. We'll throw some of them in. Oh, what have we got going on here? That's a big old pod. That's going to need boiling though. Tapper leaves. What is going on? Where's the one thing I want? I can't find them. Oh well, we've got a few little pods. We've got a couple of pods that are going to need boiling up, and I'm kind of hoping. So I need to go picking some pods. So we've got these crazy pod here. And this crazy pod here, which they're going to need boiling up for sure. They're not just not going to sink, but they can be boiled up later on while I'm making something to eat. Let me just flip the kettle on. Then we have also got some black curls, which are these things. I don't know if you can see them. So we've got these black curls, which I'm hoping should be able to microwave them. And we've also got a couple of these pods as well, which, to be perfectly honest, they're quite soft. So we'll stick them in a cup and microwave them. I want to drop some into Bonsai Falls. So we'll stick a handful of black curls in there. Well, I might as well stick them all in. we'll stick them little pods in as well, and hopefully if we microwave them for a minute and leave them for a bit, hopefully they'll sink. If they don't sink, hey ho, never mind. Okay, so we have got a little bit of leaf problem from it's not a problem. So we planted some Vallisneria in here the other day, and it has shed a few of the leaves, and they've just on the top now in the bush of Ceci, so we'll just get rid of them. Happy days. Water's still coming out, which means I can sit my backside down. Oh man. Right, why are you doing my head in? My laptop. I have had exactly the same, Tracy. Rue was great, nothing wrong, eating and swimming, fine, dead the next day. I've had exactly the same. I was talking to Molly about it the other day, and I had a betta. He was doing ace. He was swimming about. He was nice and lively, healthy. He was fine when I went to work. And when I came back from work, he literally, his fins had just gone completely, and it was dead. It was. I don't understand what had gone on. It's what puts me off bettas a little bit, because they don't seem to like our water. I don't get it. I don't get it. Or the water around here especially. He might have been old, Tracy. Yeah, Molly. It's a gamble when you get them. It is, because you don't know how old they are. That's the thing. Took a water sample and had it tested, and everything's fine. Sharon did extra tests. Picked the name Jaffa, because 99% of male parrots are seedless. And for a female, because it's orange, too young to sex. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and we wanna go home. Okay, so kettle has boiled. Make a nice little cup of leaves, cup of pods, pod tea. We'll. I am going to just pour the entirety of this water in to the tank as well. We're just going to microwave that for a minute. Hopefully that'll help sink the pods. Don't know if that's drinkable or not. It smells quite nice though. So that's in for a minute. Happy days. Water's still on its way out. Hey, Steve's back from his super exciting speed awareness course. How do people? There's 3 hours of my life I won't get back. Did you enjoy it, Steve? Was it full of excitement? Speedy Steve. Start calling him Gonzales, guys. Can you tell when you're speeding now, Steve? It's so, honestly, they do these little schemes so you don't take the points, but they are so boring. And a lot of them aren't even factually correct. Sorry to hear about your bettas there, sir. Cost £100. Wow. Wow, that's gone up 10. That's gone up over 10 or 20 quid in the past 2 years, mate. I think mine was 80, thinking about it, you know. I think it was 80. Oh my god, they charged you for that shit too. They do. See what they do, Molly, is they offer you points and a fine. Fine's like £60 and 3 points on your licence, which means that you have to inform your insurance company. So they put your insurance premiums up probably about 10, 20 quid a year for the next 5 years. So in the long run it works out cheaper, but yeah, they do charge you to bore you to death. And what you tend to find is the people that are teaching them are probably the main worst type of person you see on the road as you drive, and you're like, wow. Better than 3 points and the insurance going up, that's it. That's it. But you know what, you won't be allowed to do another speed awareness course now, mate, for 2 years. Which is a bit whack. 3 points and 70 quid. Is it gone to 70 quid now as well? A brummy talking was falling asleep due to his voice. You're alright, so I'm here to tell you that you don't speed alright. At least it was only 3 hours. I think it were 4 hours when I did mine. 4 bloody hours of complete boringness. Okay, so that is the level we are taking that tank to as well. Happy days, happy days. So we'll start getting the water back in. Water's going in. So the products I use are from Aqua Essentials, the channel sponsor. It's www.aquaessentials.co.uk. I use the Neutro Pure, which is a dechlorinator. I do kind of slightly over dechlorinate because I do it as it's going straight into the tank. I then use Neutro Plus, which is a plant fertilizer, which I just put in a ketchup dispensing bottle, which makes it a little bit easier to dispense when I'm in a rush going to work. Then I use the Neutro CO2, which is just an algaecide, and then I need to just knock up a bit of buffer. Now, not everyone has to use buffer. I use buffer in my tanks because my tap water is 0 GH, 0 KH, 1 at best. So there isn't enough minerals in my water to be effective. So I always just add a little bit of buffer. Like I say, test your water. If you've got KH and GH in there, you don't need to use it. Unfortunately, I don't. But because I take the same amount out each week, I kind of know what to add. So that's good. And then we're going to do a parasite treatment. I'm not going to count. I'm just going to use the half bottle. It was round about the same, so it's probably round about 250 drops of parasite treatment gone into there, which is fine. Yes, all is good. As I say, I am going to start doing a parasite treatment once a month into the tanks, and then I also add once a week a little dose of iron into there as well, which helps the plants just form a healthier structure. Red and green, it's not just for red plants, it is good for your green plants as well. All is good, all is good. Put Jaffa on Discord. Nice, Tracy. I'll check him out in a bit. Lesson is, don't get caught. That's the thing, mate, innit? Be bloody vigilant. 7:30 AM, my daughter was caught. Speed van sat on the brow of hill, hidden. That's the naughty thing. I think they should be telling you anyway. When there's a speed van about, they should have to put a sign out. Jaffa's gorgeous, Tracy. Nice. I will check it out in a bit. I know why you called it Jaffa, Tracy. $3.10. Good afternoon, mate, or good morning to yourself. Thanks for joining us, buddy. How's your day? I had 5 years ago Nemo and character's voice from film. Just keeping the one this time. Yeah, but they are nice, them blood parrots though. They are really nice. Hey TK, how are you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us, mate. Happy Saturday. So regarding the channel sponsor, guys, use the code BGN10AE at the checkout and you will receive 10% discount on all the products I've just used. Coming soon for 30 days. I'm hoping it starts Monday. It's not actually working, the code as yet. But on aquaessentials.co.uk, use the code BGN10AE and you will receive 10% discount on plants, which is absolutely awesome. The average plants range from £5 to £8 each nowadays, so 10% discount on that is 50 pence to 80 pence off per plant. It's a great saving. It is a great saving. Like I say, I'm hoping that kicks in on Monday. I know Ben tried it last night, it weren't working, so I tried it this morning and it's not working. So I'm gonna invest in a Pinna plant, which is like a fern, and try and grow that in Bonsai Falls. So yeah, hopefully it kicks in Monday. 10% discount though, guys, and it's a 30-day trial, so take advantage of it. The more people that buy plants in the next 30 days on that code means that the discount will be extended if it's worthwhile Aqua Essentials doing it. So we need to kind of group together and buy some plants if we can, and let that code be distributed out to everyone else. If we can save money in the Hobbit, then and that's what we need to do. All these codes are about saving you guys money, and obviously myself as well. I don't get any products free for promoting Aqua Essentials, guys. I will just say that. I've done it for the discount code. Full stop. That's what it's about. Fishkeeper Club is about community, the aquarium community, and if we can get these discount codes, then you know, if it helps everybody who comes into FKC, then that's what it's about. And we have just hit an all-time record high on subscribers as well, guys. 5,410, which is absolutely awesome. So thanks to each and every one of you. That's brilliant. 5,410. Don't forget to hit the lick button. Yes, guys, hit that lick button today. Thank you, Tracy. I always like to be licked. I'm gonna try. I keep giving myself loads of work to do, but I'm gonna try and get over to Wormston tomorrow and pick up a male blue-eyed pleco for Bonsai Falls, because it looks like we've got 3 ladies in there. So we'll give them a male, which will be proper nice to see a young man in there as well. A young man and 3 ladies in one place. Damn. Every lad's dream till he hits 25. Then it becomes every lad's nightmare. I'm only joking, ladies, obviously. Or am I? I don't know. I need to do the internal filter on this tank as well, which means I'll have to take, oh man, I'm gonna have to take the lid off to do it, which I do hate doing. I'm not gonna do it today. I hate taking the lid off. I really do. So certainly squeaky bum time taking the lid off. Especially now I've got plants in the back as well. Although the peace lily may have to come out while I do it, but the pothos should be okay. Okay, so second tank is done, which means it's time to move. Let's move in here for a bit. Windows open so it's not super bloody warm for me. Let's keep you there. Nice and level. Cool. Right. Move all my gubbins in there too. Get me wood, because we are gonna have a bit of a play about with my wood today. So we've got this little piece of spider root. Let me just, is that better? Little piece of spider root, which we're going to glue the Java fern to. And hopefully we can grow some Java fern out of Bonsai Falls, which is the plan. Just need to keep an eye on it. It's just what I'm going to do is dry that off. Just need to try and redirect the flow of the water here that you can't, well, you can just see me here. We need to just redirect that flow of water a little bit. So hopefully we can do that with the Java fern. Trial and error, guys. This tank is trial and error. So first things first though, before we can do any work on this regarding a water change, is turn off the waterfalls. Waterfalls are off. Everything's looking good in there. Close them a little bit. I really do think the bristle nose are all female, which is a bit of a wounder. So we will start extracting water from this baby. Turn the waterfalls off because it's a sump system on this aquarium that powers the waterfalls. If I didn't turn the waterfalls off, as I extract the water, it would then empty the sump system, and the sump system would then end up running dry, which obviously I don't want to do. Or the pumps would end up running dry, which I don't want to do. We have just Oh man, oh no, he's still out. One of the blue fannies is out. And looking so good. Looking so good. Obviously, one of the blue eyes is out as well. But nothing else is really visible apart from the rainbows, obviously. So we'll just wanted to show you that. One thing I better do is plug you in. Oh man, which I have to raise you. Try and plug you in. Right. You are plugged in. Hopefully, hopefully you can still see. The tannins in this water now have, like, the wood has stopped releasing any tannins, so we will add some botanicals in here today. Good afternoon, Shiva. How you doing, buddy? And Dylan. Good afternoon, mate. How you doing? You need to try and do nothing, Russ. I know. But I do need to. I'd need to put out a video tomorrow regarding plants and obviously the code for Aqua Essentials, because that's what they have asked for that. And then I kind of want to do a little video as well, which shouldn't take that long, which is just going to be a review on the fluval pump that I'm using on the Irigumi. So 2 videos. One will be released tomorrow for everyone. The other one hopefully will be released just to members tomorrow or Monday, and then to the public on Thursday. But I do want to go to Urmston tomorrow to see if I can get that pleco. Love the sound of the falls. Yes, they sound amazing, don't they? I've never slept so good in here when I'm waterfalls. I thought they might keep me awake. They don't. They just don't. Quite amazed. I sleep way better. I've just found a koi angel, a bit deceased. I think Bob has smacked it against the wood. It was stuck in a crevice. Oh no! Sorry to hear that, buddy. Just means I need another couple of koi angels now. Oh bugger. Well, you know how it is. The women are doing quite a bit of licking today. That's how we like them, Steve. Can't beat a woman that does a bit of licking. Had to treat one of my tanks for parasites, so I decided just to treat them all. And tomorrow I have to have a water change party. One of the cardinal tetras on some parasite in the tail. Yeah, good practice, mate. I'm treating all mine today, mate. Well, I've actually treated 2. I thought I had more NDX than what I have, but I'll pick some more up, get it delivered, and then we'll do the bonsai falls and the other tanks as well. I'm going to make it part of my regime to parasite treat the tanks once a month. I have talked about doing it before and then never put it in practice, but I am going to do it. Be nice to see. It'd be nice if you could actually buy large bottles of Escher NDX, to be perfectly honest. That'd be awesome if you could just buy larger bottles. If you could buy like litre bottles of it, that'd be cool. I don't think you can. I'll have to see. Came to repair my cell phone, waiting for delivery. Nice, Aruna. Shiba. What, Russ? Russ likes to be licked. Oh yeah. Hey, boobs. How you doing, buddy? I'm sure he does, but I'm not licking him. What? Bloody hell, Steve. I was going to see if you wanted to meet up for a coffee in the morning. I'm not going to do that if I'm not going to get licked. I mean, $20 is $20. Yeah. I'm doing good today. My stomach ulcer's acting up bad last night, so I feel amazing for the fact they're not causing issues today. Yeah, stomach ulcers aren't good, man. Come on, Steve, you can do it. He can do it. What's going on? Why has it gone the other way? I'm trying to straighten out the camera, and I think I've gone the wrong way. I don't like. I've got a bit of OCD regarding the tank looking like it's on a fucking hill. And when I looked then, when I took my, that's a little bit better. Is the parasite stuff you use snail friendly? It is, Tracy, yeah. Pretty sure they are. They don't say they're not, so I take it that they are. I've never had a problem with it before, to be perfectly honest, Tracy. It's pretty good. Escher, E-S-H-A. It is, Tracy, if you're wondering what I use. The pygmicories are trying to school behind the cardinal tetras, and the cardinal tetras don't want to be followed. Dylan, they will swim as well and follow most fish. I'm sorry, it's a unique name, so I always forget it. It's just because you're in a different country, so it's unique here. It is actually, yeah. Wow, 3:25 already. Bloody hell. Where does time go? Where does the time go? Don't know why it says BGN logo. Should be the logo. Go on YouTube, sort it out. Could you tell me what it is again? I'll try to remember. Shiva. Time goes the same place, missing socks from the washers go. Yes, yes. And time travels fast when you're on your work break, but doesn't travel fast when you're working, which is another crazy little thing. 15 minutes in work feels like 7 minutes, whereas 15 minutes on break. No, 15 minutes in work feels like half an hour. And 15 minutes on break feels about 5 minutes. So that worked anyway. The pods have all sunk in the cup. So we have a cup of black curls, and I can't remember what the other pod was now. We'll get them into this tank as well today. So while the falls aren't working, we will get our glue, which is sea and acrylite. I'm using Loctite at the moment. I tend to prefer it. I do tend to prefer it than Gorilla. Wood goes there. The Java fern is just nicely tucked in there because that's where it's sunk. And we're going to glue the Java fern to the wood if we can. Actually, it's 2 bits. What's going on? Why is it being a fool? So let's see what we can do. Just a little dab of glue along the wood. And then we will put the root there. Hold that into place. It's just a small Java fern plant. It we'll see, should grow nicely in the falls. Try not to stick the wood to my hand. Just hold it there for a minute or so. Don't want to end up in A&E with my wood stuck in my hand. I don't know if that'll work. I'm not sure. But I'll have a play about with it. There's a little bit of glue actually gone round, so I think that'll hold it in place on the waterfall as well, which may be good. It may be bad. We will only be able to tell when we turn the falls back on. But the idea is to divert the flow of the water a little bit on the falls. Got a little bit extra wood. We'll have a bit of a play. So we are at the level as well actually, which is good. So we'll start getting water pumped back into there. Oh, sugar, I forgot I had that. Oh, that's what we'll do. We've got another little fern here. Which we will stick on that side. I forgot to took that little fern off as well. Again, just gonna little dab of glue. Little dab will do. Isn't that what Fred Flintstone used to say? Little dab will do. Or something like that. Man, I think I may have glued my finger to it. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, nothing lost. And we'll drop that on this side. Because the idea over time is to obviously have the moss growing and plants growing out of out of the falls as well. So two bits of wood holding Java moss. I did glue to my finger, but one thing I didn't do was start the water going in. You tend to find on a water change, if you turn the tap on, the water does enter a lot quicker. That's my top tip. Today's top tip: turn the water on. Use the dechlorinator from Aqua Essentials. That's www.aquaessentials.co.uk. We use the Neutro Pure for the dechlorinator. We use Neutro Plus as the plant fertilizer, and the Neutro CO2, which I don't actually use on this tank, coming to think of it, because there is CO2 running in this tank already. So everything's good. We'll just a little bit of the buffer. Again, because my water has 0 minerals in it, straight from the tap, so we'll add some minerals to the tank. does say you're actually supposed to use water from the tank, but I've just used a little bit of tap water. And what I'm going to do with this though, because we have the sump system here, is just pour that into there. Happy days. It can dissolve in the sump system and find its way back into the tank as it dissolves. So all is good. And where's me? There it is. Thought I'd brought it all in. I'm going to add a couple of squirts of iron into the water as well. Now normally on a new tank setup, I tend not to use liquid fertilizers for the first 3 months. But because of the amount of plants we have growing out of this aquarium, with the monstera, with this, whatever it's called, I do actually fertilize the water from day one, because the monstera will strip the nutrients out of the water big time. So yeah, so we might as well add some nutrients in there for the anubias. The anubias, obviously, the roots and the leaves, that's what it feeds through, but because they're not planted, so all is good. The Liliopsis brasiliensis is doing good. And where's my cup? We have a nice cup of black curls and some crazy little pod that we're going to stick in here as well today. Stick some around the back. And we're going to pour the water in as well, because it won't do any harm. Natural antibiotic. So all is good. Black curls have kind of, some have landed on top of the Liliopsis. I have noticed that we did lose some of the area colon, but we have got one plant here growing fine. There's one here that's doing okay as well. So some of the area colon's doing okay, but all the stuff that are planted down here has all died off, which is a little bit weird. There's no sign of it growing back. But you know what? I'm not really that bothered. I'm not really that bothered, because we have got the lotus that's growing down here now that Steve gave us. That's doing good. So, you know what? Sometimes things may seem to go wrong, but sometimes, you know what? Happens for the best, doesn't it? Because we still have the area colon growing here. So it'll just look a little bit different, sat there in the Liliopsis. Almost identical looking in a way, but the lotus in this corner, once it all grows in, we should then give the pleco caves a little bit of shelter, because I have position the pleco cave so I can actually see in there, but it also gives them a little bit of shelter just in case they don't want to be watched while they're having a little bit of sexy time. Can't all be out like I'm not going to say it. I was going to say something then. I'm not. I'll get myself in trouble. Some people like to be watched. See you later, Rubes, mate. Hope you get better soon, buddy. We have Loctite. If it's sea and acrylite, Molly, it's all good. To be fair, you're busy on your breaks too. I am, yeah. I never stop. Time goes the same place missing socks do. That's where I was up to on the chats. I think that was Yabba Dabba Doo. Oh, was it? Not a little dabble do. Ah, well. Use the code BGN10AE for 10% off neutral ferts and soon plants. Cheers, Molly. It's a great little saving, that, guys, on the plants especially. When are you going to get hill streams in Bonsai Falls? I'm going to give it a few months, Mol. Going to give it a few months. Make sure there's enough like algae growth in there. But yeah, Bloody Marys are going to go in there at some point. Might just wait till the temperature cools down a little bit as well. I've got a couple more pods to add into this tank as well, to give the plecos something to chill on as well. Might need to get another order in from my botanical supplier. I can't wait to catch the Bloody Marys. I know, how good will that be if we end up with Bloody Marys? I mean, would you kindly film catching the Bloody Marys? Oh no, I'm not transferring the Bloody Marys from that tank. I'm just going to buy more. I ain't that daft. There's no chance you're catching the Bloody Marys. No, I'll just buy some more. You've got more chance of being struck by lightning, I think, than catching Bloody Marys in that tank. Near impossible. But it would be nice to get them breeding as well. Then we can distribute some Bloody Marys throughout the other tanks to help keep algae at bay, and then distribute them out to the hobby as well. Could be pretty cool. Try cucumber in a net. It don't bloody work, Mol. Tried all sorts. You've got to give it a shot. Nah, I'd rather buy more. I'd rather buy more. I don't have enough time to try and catch them. No chance. Don't have anywhere near enough time to spend trying to catch Bloody Marys. Near impossible. Near impossible. Because we're going to be in here for a while, I'm going to pour myself a bit of milkshake. because I don't think we're going to be doing much sitting down today, to be honest. When I got the gold rings, hill streams, that are in the cardinal tank, we got them out of a tank that were full of homebred hill streams, and we just couldn't catch them for love of the money. And we ended up just picking rocks up and putting them in the bag, and then shaking them off because they were sticking to the rocks. And that's how all three came into that tank. Honestly, it was that was how we caught them. It was the easiest way. Crazy, I know. So just because that Java fern's out of the water, just gonna give it a little bit of a spray. Don't want it drying out. Might as well give the Monstera a spray as well. Which it did have a spray this morning, but you know what? It's in Manchester, it's got to get used to a bit of rain. Whoa. Why is there... Right, this could be the FX4 just freaking me out. When did the FX4 go off, guys? Did we notice? Need to go, people. I will see you all on Monday. See you soon, Steve, buddy. Yeah, Dylan, unfortunately, mate, it is a UK shop. Oh, FX4's come back on. It shouldn't worry me. It's what FXs do. They do turn themselves off. They purge themselves and then come back on. It's what they do. But obviously, I'm a worrier. Nice little bit of chocolate milkshake in a BGN glass. All available on the fourth wall shop. And if you get drawn in the draw, get a chance of winning one as well. I know the FX range turn themselves off to repurge. But in all fairness, it's not really something you see happen. Because like, you just don't really see it. So when it happens during a water change, you do panic. Well, I do. I'm born to worry me. I am just ignoring chat for a minute, guys, because we're about ½ centimetre off it, the water level touching the way, and I need to just give the water a little bit of a top up in the sump, and then we're good to go. and we'll turn you around. I will flick the light on the Iwagumi tank while we do the water change, but the light doesn't come on that till about 6 o'clock at the moment. We already have a snail checking out the pod down here. They don't move that fast, them snails, until there's something that they're interested in, and then they seem to move like rockets. Thank you, Dre. To be honest, it is a work of art, mate. I really did enjoy. I really enjoyed doing this tank, mate. I really did. Oh man, I'm hoping that we can sort out that Java fern. I don't know if I've not glued it in the wrong place. No, that's better. That's better. We can play about with the wood it's on anyway. We're just gonna. The water's now started going down the way. We are entering the sump, so we can take the sump. I don't know if you can see it. We're just to this line here, and we should be good then. Give me a couple of days where I won't have to do a top up. Yeah, the FX4 did stop, but like I say, it's kind of what they do. It's back up and running now. Prices match up well with the websites I have been using for plants. Yeah, mate, so can you imagine if you could get 10% discount on top of that as well? Absolutely awesome. I'm really glad. Didn't really think they'd go for it, but they have, so that's good. It's good to get it. I wish it went for everybody, but obviously it's a great little offer for those people in the UK. Milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I wish it'd bring the bloody girls to the yard, to be perfectly honest. Talk about Russ, Phil Collins. I heard he doesn't like Kahula. I hate it. Hate it. It's too sweet, man. Too sweet. Right, so we are going to take it to that level there, guys. We are at the level that I want to take it to. Once it settles down, it will be at the level. So I'm just going to move you over a minute, just to move you out of the way. That's while I put the hose in the Iwagumi. I do apologise for the view. Probably not as good as it should be. For a sec. So that's now at the level where I'd like to take it to. We'll get rid of the hose. Drop that into the Iwagumi tank. We'll start the falls up and then see how the Java fares. I can't find the hole. It's always been my problem. There we go. There's one. Two. Up and running. Java fern needs to be in the water a little bit more, I think. Sorry guys, we'll be in your way for a second. Right, so that one's fine. It's this one here. It's going to be a problem maybe. I'm going to take it off the wood. I think the problem with the Java fern was I kind of stuck it to the wrong end of the wood, so we'll go again. This was always going to be a little bit of trial and error. Everything's looking good regarding the sump. So we'll just reposition the fern to there instead. Just because the rhizome was out of the water. I'm pretty sure the rhizome needs to be positioned in the water. And the roots. The leaves can be out of the water, no problem. But the rhizome needs to be in the water. And after a little bit of playing about, I think we've cracked it. So the rhizome is now in the water. We are getting a couple of dribbles here, but I think that's just where I've been playing about. So that's good. We just need to make sure now over the next couple of days. See, I've dried off this, and this is where we're trying. So here is where we've been getting a few little dribbles coming down. It's not too bad coming down this bit here. So if it comes down here, because it's still going into the tank. But we're just gonna have to see now how it fares. Hopefully the Java fern will grow nicely in there. And like this side. This is just a little weedy plant at the end of the day, but we'll see how it goes. At the end of the day, nothing lost, nothing gained. It's just going to move you over here. Turn that round. Sorry guys. Unfortunately, that's kind of the best I can do. We turn the light on. Hopefully, in fact, you know what? I can do better than that. I can do better than that. I'm not having that. I'm not happy with that. At the end of the day, it's all about your guys' experience, not mine. That's better. That's better. So we're just going to do a little bit of a water change on here today as well. I'm pretty sure the heater can run dry. I'm going to unplug it anyway, just in case. Because it's easy enough to do. I've labelled the plugs so I know what I'm unplugging. It's always a great thing to do. If you can buy a little cheap label maker off Amazon or something like that and label it up. So we just have a sponge filter running in this tank, so we don't have to worry about the filter running dry, so that's good. Hey Trilo, how you doing, buddy? The falls have been activated, yes. Just need to keep an eye on it now. I try not to moon you as much as possible, to be honest. I want to head back to the local aquarium shop and buy more driftwood and some more dragonstone. They have the best prices I've seen for hardscape stuff. Nice, mate. Nice. Wish I had a local fish shop near me. I had a Petco and PetSmart. Oh man. Hey, as long as you're not mooning. We have a small local shop. I wasn't happy my first couple of visits, but this last one was a great experience. Owner needed surgery like right after opening, so her uneducated mother was running it. Yeah, never good. She tried at least. Well, that's it. As long as she didn't close the business down, mate, that's all that matters. But even the greatest of fish shops, mate, are poor sometimes when you go in. They're not always amazing. Sometimes they just don't have the stock. Depends when you go in. What is the plastic loop thing called that is on your hose that makes it bend? It's the it's from a washing machine, King. It's from a washing machine, mate. It's like the U-bend pipe that you use for the waste pipe of your washing machine. Some washing machines will hook up to like a drain for like the sink or something like that, and some just go into a pipe that go down into the drain. And then ones tend to need a U-bend so the pipe doesn't kink and it sits in there. Yeah, it's just from a washing machine, mate. Should be able to get one from any hardware store, really. Or if you've had a washing machine, you might have one lay about. After you get set up in a bigger location, I'm going to ask her if she's hiring. Yeah, mate, that'd be great. Nice little job in a little fish shop. Be cool as. I'd need more than happy to just get a minimum wage if it means playing with aquariums all day. Yep, and you'll learn so much as well, mate. Why is YouTube changing my text? They can. It might be the translator, mate. You got change to need and bit got changed to bed. It's probably the translator, mate. I kind of need the translator on for quite a lot of the audience is in like India and things like that, mate. The drummer washing machine makes a good fire pit. Yeah, I can imagine they do actually. I'm curious how you know that, Tracy. It's quite common over here, Mo. People strip the washing machines out and use the drums because they've got holes in them. They let air into the fire. The aquarium shop I like to go to is a city over, and they're one of the shops that if one fish dies or gets sick, they mark off all the tanks in the same sump and refuse to sell them until treated. Yeah, mate, that's what they should all do, mate. I know a lot won't. But yeah, they should all do that, mate. Some are quite ruthless, though. My mate scrapped his washing machine and did it when it was broken. It's because of all the air. It's all the holes in a washing machine drum feed the fire with oxygen. Really good. They work perfectly. It's worth the extra price of everything to know the healthy. It is, mate. It is. Without any doubt. And I think, by the look of it, because I'm sat in another room on my laptop, I think we're there. So this is the first water change that the Iwagumi tanks had, and should be good. So we're gonna just put a little bit of buffer into the pot. If you want to see how I built this tank, please do check out the latest video on the channel. It is the Iwagumi tank build. Just rock and plants. And we're gonna kind of sink this tub and sit the hose pipe in there so we don't disturb the sand as we top it back up. Probably just a little bit gentler. Then we'll add dechlorinator, a couple of squirts. I am going to add just a couple of squirts of fertilizer as well, and a couple of squirts of liquid CO2, and just a tad of iron Nothing too major. I need to just, oh man. Just going to move that lid to one side. So I'm going to just do a top up on BJ's as well. And the cardinal tank while we're doing this. Have we actually got any water coming out? Oh yeah, we need it a little bit stronger than that though. Jesus. Sorry guys, got in the way there. Just adding a little bit of the algae exit to the cardinal tank before we give it a top up. Plug the heater back in. Yeah, it does run dry, this heater. It's good to know. It is beeping to say that it's running dry. We'll just turn it off for a sec. Everything seems to be working with the Java fern, which is good. We have got some red root floaters in the Iwagumi tank as well. Everything seems to be looking good. The pink flamingo doesn't appear to be showing any signs of melt. It's not exactly, it was the in vitro packs. So it's not, it's opening out, it's kind of growing towards the light a little bit, but the light's only on for 4 hours at the moment, so you can't expect a lot. Some of the leaves are coming out now though. The moss is seems to be going nice, getting its green colour back. These plants here have definitely grown over the past week, for sure. Really doing well. So everything's good in this tank. The plants at the back seem to be doing fine as well. So yeah, everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. Now we can put that heater back on, I think. Yes, heater's good. So each week we'll just up the amount of time that the lights come on this tank. It's a week old tomorrow, so tomorrow we'll just up it by 15 minutes and we'll just introduce light to it slowly and we'll monitor it. Best thing to do on a new tank is just to keep your eye on everything. So if you start seeing algae forming, then you can kind of turn the time back by 15 minutes, leave it a couple of weeks, then try again, and you'll be able to soon tell. When you get to 8 hours, you should be fine. This tank is now, it just needs seeding, but we'll just leave it running, let all the plants settle, everything grow in, and then when we see any eggs, then we'll seed the filter media, pour a little bit of dirty tank water or dirty filter water into the tank as well, just to get the bacteria in there, and then we're good to go for the eggs, and then hopefully cladomac and panda fry, which is what we're hoping for. And then the biggest hope of all, which is obviously probably a 99% chance it won't happen, is to get the blue phantoms breeding due to the waterfalls. Now, if you're breeding blue phantoms, you tend to need to inject the male with hormones. At this moment in time, we don't even know if we've got males or females, but we live in hope. So we just gotta stick with it and see how it goes. I do apologise, I'm kind of ignoring chat at the moment, but you don't want to see my face in there in front of you, and I need to stay in here now and keep an eye on the level. The moss is doing really well, you know, on Bonsai Falls. The moss on the falls is doing really good. I'm happy how it's looking. I really am. Over time, that moss will just start growing up the falls and growing out the water a little bit, because it will supply itself with water. But it has already started migrating off the pads, so yeah, I'm really happy with how everything's going on Bonsai Falls. The wood with the Java does seem to have redirected the flow of the water slightly, just enough, which is just what we need. I really enjoyed doing the iwagumi. I've never done an iwagumi before, and I'm liking how it looks. We are getting there on that level, so we will take that out. empty that. Just let the water go over the outlet of the sponge filter, and then we will give BJ's tank a top up. I did dribble a little bit. Give a squirt of neutral in there as well. Squirt of fertilizer. All available at Aqua Essentials, guys. www.aquaessentials.co.uk. Use the code BGN10AE to receive 10% discount off the neutral range that I've been using today. And over the next couple of days, that 10% discount code will be applied to plants as well for the next 30 days on a 30-day trial. So if you are thinking about buying plants, hold your horses, and hopefully it'll go on Monday. 10% discount on plants or anything bloody aquatic, to be honest. The fertilizers and the dechlorinators, 10% discount is a great saving. Just need to do a bit of trimming in BJ's as well, but we'll do that. I'll do that probably Tuesday night. Just trim the plants at the back, replant them. Everything's doing good. And probably take a look at where the lace bulb or where the lace plant is, and if the bulb's still there, because it has disappeared. Where's my, just put the pot down, there we go. We are at level, sorry guys, you're going to just get a glimpse of me for a second. While I top up the cardinal tank. Just give that a dose of Neutral Plus as well. Dechlorinator, sorry, not Neutral Plus. I'm not putting plant fertilizer in the cardinal tank at the moment because we're trying to reduce the nutrients in that water. So well, the red root floaters in that tank have just sat underneath the hygalite and are looking exceptional, to be perfectly honest. They are looking amazing, but they will help with the algae growth as well by cutting the light down. Just put the lid back on BJ's. And we are nearly there on the cardinal tank, which means have a sit down. Yes, we are good. Let's just remove, get rid of the hose. And we are done for maintenance today. Bonsai Falls is looking good. We've got the pods in with the snail already on there. Everything's looking pretty damn good. We have a blue fanny just in there. You can just about see his tail fin. Now, as I was saying earlier, you can see on the pink flamingo that the leaves have started opening up. These plants at the front have definitely grown probably around about 1 centimetre in the past week, which is brilliant. They're going to grow to about probably around about 7 centimetres, so absolutely awesome. The plants at the back are doing good, but look at the red root floaters. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So as you can see though, we do have a hair algae problem, but I'll remove some of that in a bit. And then in here we just need to give these plants a bit of a trimming down and locate the bulb, make sure everything's okay. And that is maintenance done for another week. Which means we can actually sit down for half an hour. So I'm just gonna get the tripod out. Put you in there. Gonna put you onto the forest for a minute. Just going to turn the light out on the iwagumi. The light on the iwagumi is on a timer switch, so that'll come on about 6 o'clock. I think we're kind of done. We're kind of done. Bring the laptop over. Top up the milkshake. And then I'm with you. And no doubt I've got a bit of chat to catch up on for the last half hour. And we can sit down. Finally. Finally. Hey. Wow. So this is what happens when This is what happens when you have 8 tanks to do maintenance on. Soon to be 9. I am nipping out tomorrow to Aquatics to see if we can pick up a male lemon blue eye, and but we are also going to order the cabinet for the reef cyst that came broke with a chip. So we're gonna get the cabinet in place and get the tank on top of it straight away. Gives me a chance then. I've run out. I've nowhere to store everything. The fish room was a storage room, so the flat's just like in a little bit of craziness at the moment. But when we get that into place, we can start putting stuff underneath it, because it's not going to need much. So yeah, I've got a little bit of storage place back into, and get the flat back into some kind of order at last. I have started watching terrarium builds, and I've got a few little ideas that are knitting together inside the grey matter to hopefully come up with a really nice kind of well, paludarium really. Probably a third water, and then the rest will be moss and plants. Isopods definitely. Springtails will be a must, because they're going to springtails will just eat away any of the mold and the decaying plants. The isopods will eat the decaying plants as well. And then we need to look at what we're going to put in the bottom. Hence the poll today, which has had 23 votes. Nano fish coming in at 35% of the votes. A betta is 35% of the votes. But I'll be honest, the betta is like, scares me a little bit, because bettas don't tend to do great in the water around here. I've never had great success with the betta, but we'll see. A crayfish, 17%. And something else, please comment, is 13%, but no one commented on the 13%. So 2 people, about 2 people have voted for something else, but never left a comment. It's a shame, really. Right, rewind. I hyped. Thank you so much, Tracer. If people watch it and hit the hype button, guys, that'd be awesome. It will launch it into a different category on YouTube as well. Helps the smaller channels compete against the bigger channels a little bit. Such a pretty tank. It's looking good, in it. It's looking good. I'm quite happy with the plant growth in the first week. I really am. It's always a bit squeaky bum time when you've only got the lights on for 4 hours at the end of the day. But yeah, everything's doing good. And the crypts aren't melting, which is, touch wood, yet. Which is also good. Think positively. You could get lucky and get blue fanny babies. I know we could. Just got to see, you know. At the end of the day, we've set it up so there's a possibility they'll breed. They've got everything there that they need to, apart from giving the males an injection, which I don't in particularly want to do. So, time now. Baby bristle noses would be cool. They would, yes, they certainly would. If we can get baby lemon blue eyes, that'd be awesome. So hopefully, yeah, pick up a male tomorrow, because I do think we've got 3 females there. So only time will tell, innit? If we can get a nice little male though, with a bit of a beard going on, we're laughing. I'm going to pull my CO2 from the 55 gallon and move the CO2 over to the 20 gallon. I'm going to take as long as I need to hardscape it and make it a breeder tank that is stuffed with plants. Nice, Dylan, mate. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. 55 gallon would need a lot more diffusers for it to work properly. Mine's doing all right, mate. Mine's doing all right, but I want to do an inline over time. I want to do an inline. I've got the levels right. I've got two drop checkers in there. They're both green, one on either side. The diffuser is directly under the FX4 outlet, so that's helping distribute CO2 as well. But they are both green. The waterfall does knock CO2 out of the water, but we've got it to a level now where it's acceptable. But I want to do an inline one. It'd be nice if Fluval did an inline CO2 for the FX filter. That'd be cool. But as far as I'm aware, they don't. So it may be something I'll look at doing. I'll take a week off like later on in the year. Something I can look at doing then, and then I can monitor it while I'm off work. It's pretty hard to do something like that when you're in work, because it's hard to monitor the situation for leaks of water, obviously, because the inline systems kind of go into your filter outlet pipe, so they're feeding the CO2 into that, and the CO2 then dissolves into the water before it actually gets into the tank. So it's full saturation. You don't use as much CO2, but it's just one of those things. You need to be, in my opinion, you need to be there to watch it, just to make sure. I've took a bit of a chance putting the Java fern in the waterfall today, but I'll be up and down like a froze knickers tonight, just making sure everything's all right until I know it's safe. Just the way it is. Tried 2 and the CO checker never indicated CO2. No, mine took a while though, mate, to indicate. I just kept having to add more CO2. It's okay, Russ, it happens a lot to older men. Use the code BGN10AE for 10% off fertilizer and soon the plants. Yes, guys, aquaessentials.co.uk. Do check it out. Do check it out. Speaking of plants, I need to put some root tabs in today. Yeah, Dill. If you've root tabbed that before, try to remember where you did it and do them in a different location, just so it disperses the nutrients a little bit better. I may not do a live stream today. I'll put out a short explaining why if I don't do my live. Okay, Mo. I won't promote you live tonight then, but if you do change your mind before we go off, let me know and I will do. Fuel stratum really helps with the plant growth. After a long while, the plants are slowing down on the growth. Yeah, mate, just root tab it, buddy. I root tab after about 3 months, mate, to be honest. Hopefully everything's okay, Mo. Yeah, thank you, Dylan. Just gets to sit down for like 30 minutes. Yeah. I almost blew a couple of hundred on a bunch of plecos. Get off this fly. They had all the ones I've been eyeing up. Oh, it's tempting, mate, innit? What stopped you, Dylan? The cheapest was $95. Well, that's enough to stop anyone in the tracks, innit? Let's face it. I've not had luck with my fanny. I don't have luck with fanny either. But mine, a black one, it'll be almost $200 with shipping. Yeah, I had a black one once. I think it would have probably ended up costing me more than 200 though. Oh, you mean plecos, don't you? Sorry. Hey Garcia, mate, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining us on this amazing Saturday afternoon. I say it's amazing because it's bloody sunny out there and it's Manchester. Manchester doesn't get the sun very often, so gotta make the most of it. Good job, Russ. Enjoy your relaxation time. Yes. Hey, 4:31. That's when I sat down, wasn't it? And I was still 10 minutes behind on chat. I was surprised to see the one I have show itself for a fraction of a second a few months ago, but before that I had 3 different green fanny die in a row, even though nothing was off. Yeah, they are quite temperamental, mate. Temperamental. I had 2 green fannies in the forest tank. One did die and the other one's doing exceptionally well. Probably get another green in there at some point. But the concentration on the moment is the blues. Hopefully we can get some bambinos. Has anyone been in Aquashella? I'm planning on doing Aquashella, mate, next year. With a little bit of luck, coming over and meeting some of my American friends. Molly, Ken, Anna, depending on how far apart they all are. Molly and Ken are pretty much a definite. I don't know how far away Anna is, though, from Molly and Ken. But it would be nice to come over and do Aquashella, mate, for sure. I mean, has anyone gone to Aquashella? I knew what you meant. Dog, that'll be awesome. And where you at? I'm in Michigan. Which one will you go to? Haven't decided yet. Next time I move crypts, or however they spell, I'm cutting it down to the base, because each time I move them they fully melt and come back strong. Yeah, that's what crypts do, mate. Crypts just melt away if there's a change in water conditions. I wouldn't cut them back, to be perfectly honest, and just keep an eye on them. The only 2 I'll go to is New Jersey and my hometown, good old Florida. I think NJ is New Jersey. Kind of getting the gist of you Americans, I think. Nice, that'll be really awesome. Got a nosebleed, we'll catch you all later. Tracy, don't be bleeding out on us now. See you soon, kiddo, if you're still in. Which you're probably not, because you're not going to bleed out to watch me, I hope. Get our nose sorted out. You got 2 litres of CO2 a week before I decided to call it quits. Damn. Plants haven't been affected after a couple of weeks. Mine are doing all right, you know. Mine are doing all right. In Bonsai Falls, I cannot complain about the plant growth. The Anubias is growing really well, and the Liliopsis brasiliensis is beginning to carpet. We did lose some area colon, but we can retry that if we need to. But we've now got the Lotus Tiger Lily in there anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and also become a member. Thank you, Garcia, mate. That's awesome. Memberships are £1 a month as well, guys, or $1 a month. Bargain. You get 4 members only live streams a month. Early access to all the content. Members only content. There is a good members only video on there regarding Neocaridina shrimp. It is a video that I put together ages ago, but I would never release it publicly because one of the good friends of the channel does Neocaridina shrimp, so I wouldn't put a Neocaridina shrimp video to the public because I wouldn't want to compete against a good friend of the channel. So, but there is a Neocaridina shrimp video on there for members. There's also me doing the 1 chip challenge if you like to see someone suffering for 10 minutes. 10 minutes on the 1 chip challenge. I'm pretty close to nearly dying, I think. That's how it felt at the time, anyway. But yeah, that's on there too. Caught up, take a drink to celebrate. I know, caught up, man. Caught up. Not bad going. 15 minutes. Oh, stretch the aching bones of this old body. Woohoo! 23 votes on what goes into the paludarium today. And there we have it. On the 23 votes, it comes in as 35% nano fish, 35% betta, 17% crayfish, 13% something else. I would love to stick a crayfish in there, but I'm just going to have to check what size they grow to. And in all fairness, no decision will be made on what's going in there until it's been scaped. Depends on what space there is in there. I want to do a paludarium. It will be a paludarium because we can't fill that tank completely with water because of the chip. But watch this space. It's going to be my first ever paludarium build that's going to be sealed, but not 100% sealed. But there will be a lid on it, which will obviously keep the moisture in there. I'll try and get a moss mix. I know there's a place in the States called Frog Daddy. I have tried to check out their website, which is impossible because they don't let people in the UK check out the website. So I can only assume that is because they don't ship to the UK and they're probably sick of people ordering and then having a refund. So it kind of makes sense. But they do a 10 moss mix. So there's 10 different mosses that they blend to pretty much just a green slurry, and you just, once you've got everything in, you kind of throw this moss mix on with a spoon, just throw it everywhere, and you get all these different types of mosses growing throughout. And I think actually in there's a few little plant things in there as well. So I would like to source something like that in the UK. That'd be awesome. It'd be nice to have a really nice special mossy terrarium build going on with a waterfall or two, or maybe even 3. Got a thing for waterfalls, what can I say? But it won't be a waterfall like Bonsai Falls. It'll just be a little trickly, streamy waterfall. But got to be done, hasn't it? It's got to be done. Crayfish wins. I don't know. It depends how big crayfish grow, because it would be its permanent home. That's the thing. If they grow to, like, I think Ben said they grow to about 8 inch. 8 inch is like that. I don't know how I was showing you. Fucking hell, you're not going to get a gist of it anyway. But 8 inch. When I look at the rainbow tank there, 8 inch won't have much room to maneuver in a tank that's going to be built up like a paludarium. So yeah, we may not do that. We may not put anything in there yet. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. The isopods are going to go in there, and the springtails. Too big for the terrarium. I think it'll be too. I think a crayfish will be too big, Molly. Yeah, I think a crayfish will be too big. Oh, we are looking good, man. We are looking good. With no wet bit coming down here. So we have definitely diverted the water a little bit. I'm not really asked about seeing the wood at the moment because the moss will grow over the wood, and you know, so that's not a major problem. As you can see, as I was saying before, we have got moss migrating now. down, we've got moss growing up there. The moss is doing really well. We've got moss growing, migrating here. We've got it, oh God, we've got it growing up the falls there. This anubias, so we've got a couple of leaves there that are dying off, but we've got new leaf growth there, so that's good. So the anubias, I'll trim these back later on. So the anubias is definitely doing well, growing in there. Over here now we have obviously a Java fern growing there as well. A little bit of migration there. We've got quite a bit of migration here of the moss. And yeah, everything's looking good. But look how the moss is growing now. The moss is actually growing out of the water. So this is cool. This is really cool. This is what we want. So like, the moss will just start, once it gets to a level, the moss, and it's like running out of water, it'll just start going sideways. So, and then what we'll find is, like these empty spaces here, will end up with moss growth in there. So that'll help cushion the water, which will also help reduce the flow on this little bit of a corner here. So yeah, everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. Iwagumi's lights are off. BJ's tank just needs a trim, like I say, but everything's looking fine and dandy. Go for a fanny watch. But that blue fanny is looking exceptional. See if we can come around here and get a side view of him or her, whatever it is. But yes, we're doing good. We are doing good. And we've only had one fish death in Bonsai Falls, which was a male cladomac. It wasn't showing any signs of any illness or anything like that. He's just passed away. It wasn't showing any signs of stress or anything like that. So yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. Bonsai Falls so far has been a great success. A great success. Now we just need some Barry White playing in there so we can get him in the mood. For transparency, I did vote for Betta twice. You sneaky little sod. But I would love to stick a Betta in there, but I just don't. Never really had much success with Bettas. Whether it's the water around here, I don't know. They just don't seem to do that great. So, but the main thing with the terrarium will be so Charlotte at Maidenhead Wigan breeds isopods, so it would be nice. When I went in there last time when Charlotte was in, she'd brought these isopods in, and I can't remember what they were, but they were like gold, red and black. And when I saw them, I was like, I would love them to go into the terrarium. Now I know you can't mix isopods. They become quite territorial apparently. But to get them in there and just let them do the thing, set the entire terrarium up for isopods, giving them places to hide, giving, you know, I'm going to kind of look at doing a bark all the way around the back and the sides, bark with 2 waterfalls, which we'll make out of expanding foam. But that's the idea. Make it mainly for isopods, and obviously we'll throw springtails in as well. But we might go for those. They do like an orange spring. I say they do an orange springtail. There are orange springtails, which I think would look pretty damn cool. They're a little bit bigger as well. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Have you tried a placat? I've never tried a placat, Molly, no. I always go for the big frilly ones. But yeah, maybe a placat would fit in there better. I'm not doing a live today. I'll put out a shorter video. No problem, Mol. No problem, mate. I will speak to you in a bit anyway. So guys, we are closing in. We are closing in. The please do check out the Iwagumi tank build video that's available now for everybody. There will be a plant video coming out tomorrow. Not 100%. It'll just be more trying to obviously promote the Aqua Essentials deal that's coming in on the discount code. So it'll probably be like a little mini fish room tour video, probably more like. So please do check that out tomorrow. And I'll also try, I can't promise, we'll try and do another video that will be released for members tomorrow, which will be the Fluval air pump unboxing and bit of a review on that, just so there's a video that comes out on Thursday. That is me for today. Got quite a bit of tidying up to do. If you are out and about tonight, please do be vigilant. Hopefully we'll see you back here Monday on Fishkeeper Club Monday, 8 o'clock. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. As I say, if you are out and about,